So on August 12th, Gabby and her boyfriend Brian were in a fight in front of the Moonflower Co-op in Moab, Utah. And according to a witness who called the police, Brian slapped Gabby at least once, maybe twice. They took off out of town and the police pulled over Brian and Gabby. Then they separated them and told Brian he could spend the night at some hotel. Apparently, this place is not very far away from that Moonflower Co-op either. And then nobody knows where Gabby slept that night. Gabby and Brian were in town or around that general area, potentially for several more days. Now, I don't know if that's been 100% confirmed. So people are wondering, considering the fact that Brian was somewhat, I think, obsessed with the idea of killing, that could he be the creepy guy killer that was creeping around the van? So these two women were married, and you have to wonder with being Utah too, I don't know what their feelings are there, but could this be a hate crime, or could this just be a random opportunity crime, or could it be Brian Laundrie? Because Brian Laundrie was obsessed with, killing. He had big posters he made on his bedroom wall, with someone being stabbed with the knife and blood coming out. And, it's gross. And then Brian picked for his book on his trip. He brought a book with him about a cross-country trip, and in it there's a serial killer. So did Brian murder these two women in Moab? And did he happen to cross paths with that other man that was from Texas that was hiking right around the same area Brian is, and maybe just push him off the cliff for kicks? I mean, what is it with this Brian Laundrie character? So we're going to get into it. And before we do, if you would please do me a huge favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then after it's over, please leave a comment. And if you have clues that other people who are sleuthing it might be able to get to, go ahead and write the clues in the comments as well.
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Hi, yes.
Donna.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great.
So I do have my daughter here with me.
Okay.
She, Kylan was the whole reason why she wanted a rabbit.
Oh.
And I think a part of her is curious on how this whole medium session works. The last one I went through, I had her keep the neighborhood kids entertained.
Uh-huh.
So they wouldn't knock on the door, so I think she's kind of curious on how it works.
Okay, no problem at all. And,
Okay.
How old is she?
She is 13.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then, so if it gets too heavy, then about the crime, then if she feels like it, she could just leave the room.
And that's what I told her. I
Yeah.
mean, she knows, of course she knows what happened, but I never went into detail about exactly everything.
Yeah.
Because of her age.
Yeah.
And so I did tell him, like, it might get a little gruesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you just leave if it gets to that point.
Yeah, because she knows we're trying to get clues for.
Yes.
Paul.
Yeah, she knows that they were shot, and she knows that they were, all that, but she doesn't know the other parts of it.
Yeah.
And I told her, I'm like, if it gets to the point, it can get gruesome.
Yeah.
It can get detailed oriented.
Yeah, if she feels anxiety, she can just leave.
Exactly, and that's what I told her. If you feel like you need to leave, you just, it's fine.
Okay.
Because I can't bring myself to tell her about it.
Yeah. Is she on the speakerphone right now?
No, I'm actually going to test because sometimes my speaker does not work on my phone. So if it doesn't work, we can call. You can call her phone. So let me test this out real quick.
Okay. So let's see. And okay, what's your daughter's name?
Tylee.
Tylee?
Yes.
Tylee?
Kylie.
Oh, Kylie?
Tylee.
Just And what's the lady's name? Crystal and Kylen?
Yeah, Crystal and Kylan.
Oh, wow, interesting. Okay, so, if you start feeling anxiety or getting grossed out, just leave, okay? In case, just, because I just say whatever I see, and then hopefully there'll be something that law enforcement could use in there. Okay, so I'm just going to give myself a minute to go down, I go to a little lower to where I'm almost asleep, and then when I start receiving stuff, I'll tell you. It'd just be usually 2 or 3 minutes. So I guess it means something because they showed me this right before when I was inviting them to connect with me. They both came in like this bubble I create, but they had like these folded wooden chairs. And I thought that was interesting because spirits don't usually do that. I feel like earlier today I looked and I saw just this picture on the news or something of their candlelight memorial thing or candlelight. So I'm just acknowledging that. So stuff just goes through my head. So I just want to say that. But I feel like if you go in somebody's back gate there's a yard with like a wooden fence around it, and I kind of feel like, how the stuff trim at the top is that lattice, yeah, it's along the fence top. Do you know the backyard? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Like if it along a fence top?
Yeah, so if someone had their fence, however tall it was, and then they had like two more feet of framed lattice around there, and the wood looks like kind of nice wood, and for everything they show me matters. So even though it just seems like it might seem like to you like, what's that got to do with anything? It has something to do with something. I just don't know what. And okay, so they're show me that. Let's see, they gave me. Oh, and the little paper lanterns. I think across the backyard, like kind of goes diagonal or like at an angle. It'd be like a zigzag, but it could only probably go 1, 2, 3 like that. And paper lanterns. This yard they're showing me has a patio. I'm not sure if the top of the patio. They're trying to show me something, but it's kind of mixed up and jumbled. There's more lattice. I don't know if it makes up part of the roof part of the patio or some part of the patio. It's like too faint, so I'll just wait. But okay, so then I'm seeing the sliding door. So this is a specific house for sure. I'm seeing the sliding door. They're bringing my awareness to the sliding door. And to me, I'm feeling like shag carpet from like the 70s. It might be olive green, I'm not sure, but it kind of has the feeling of that. I think that's just somebody they like to visit, so that person will probably know, like when they hear it, they'll probably know who that is or whatever. It's a person they like to visit and just kind of hang out with sometimes. I like to try to clear stuff, especially on these real serious ones too. Like it's like I see like people around in the living room, but then if I start wondering, so I just want to let it clear and just see where they take me here. She's showing me like about 5 times, so, but I think here this place doesn't feel like a bad place at all, but it just like that's related to that. You know what I'm talking about?
The place that you're explaining?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's one of their elderly people that they would go visit all the time, every single day, even in their 70s.
Yeah, you'd have to look at their carpet and see, and look in their backyard and see if they have that lattice, because that is really distinct. The I don't think I have the cover of the patio correct, but because there's something that wasn't right about that. But around the backyard, that lattice, and I mean they had their backyard made kind of like where you'd enjoy looking at the paper lanterns, and it seemed to have a shag rack. So I think because you said someone in their 70s, I think then I started seeing an older man, and so that could be that could be mind garbage, or it could be. So I'll tell you the guy I see, and see if you see this if you know this guy. If this guy has a distinct jawbone, like almost like where you can, I don't know if you can see the dimple, but you could see the jawbone's a strong jawbone, where there probably is a little wedge or something where the chin goes together, like a strong jawbone, and pure white hair, and that's a little long, not long past the shoulders, but for like someone who's older, they, his hair might be 3 or 4 inches long rather than half an inch long or something like that. And does that sound like the person or no?
I've actually never met the woman that they used to go visit, so I don't know if she's married. I just know from Cindy, the one that found them, that they would go and hang out with this elderly woman.
Okay. Yeah. So and that man could be random, and that man just popped into my head when you said that. So it could be like someone at the bar, or it could be anyone. I keep feeling like they've given it to me several times, of like one, or kind of climbing over each other, or one putting their leg over the other one, or so wherever this is, it must be like definitely laid back. You know what I mean? Then what?
I know Kylan's father at their memorial a couple weeks ago stated that Crystal used to sit in Kylan's lap, and Kylan would hold her like a baby.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got chills on my legs. Okay, so that's why they showed me that over and over and over, and I'm like, I don't know why I would say anything, but then that is important. That's good.
Like normal embrace that they do with each other on a constant basis. Crystal will literally crawl in her arms, and Kylan will cradle her like a baby, and they would just lay there.
Yeah, so that's what she's showing me. And it feels like at this house that I'm describing, they're very comfortable to do that there. So it would be that level of comfortable. And they could be like just saying hi to people right now and stuff like that. There's more about that backyard. It might be near where she worked at that Moonflower place, but I'm not sure. It just feels like it. And it feels like when you go out the back, you could go out the back gate. I don't know if there's like an alley behind it. Just feels close. But, in mediumship, stuff can feel really close, even if it's not.
The house that Cindy was telling me about that they used to go at, they live not far. Literally, they live 2-minute walk, 5 minutes the most from Moonflower.
Okay, then it is the house then. Oh yeah, and I'm getting chills on my legs. So that is the house. So she's showing me that house.
And she did. They went over there every single day and visited with this woman. This is where they took showers. I think this is where they actually let groups sometimes hang out.
Yeah, it had a feeling of being laid back, being able to just hang out there.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's it for sure, yeah. Wow. And so I assume she's just saying hello to that person. Or there could be more. I don't know, because I didn't get any energy one way or the other. Usually I'll get either a draw. It's like I'll get different kinds of energies when I'm exactly right, and I didn't get any energy either way when I said that. So there might be more. I don't know. I'm seeing like an eyeball. It almost feels like a ring with a... It almost feels like a ring with a third eye, but it almost looks like something it looks in between something you'd get from a gumball machine or could be a regular ring. It feels like it has like a third eye on it. It's really weird. It's like I see this, in one way it feels like it's like this white plastic ring, but then it gets bigger and has this like third eye. That's what it looks like. Do you remember either of them having a ring like that?
I am unsure about that. I know I know Kylan wore rings. I know more Kylan than I do Crystal.
Yeah. So anyways, that came into there. And then I'm just seeing like, it's probably in their van, but it just feels like a bunch of like bead necklaces hanging from their rear view mirror.
I do recall seeing some stuff hanging from the rearview mirror in their van.
Yeah. So I just wait a minute and see. Sometimes there's a little space because they just got to build up a whole new thing or whatever like that. I'm just watching her. It's like I'm just watching her. I'm just watching Kylan at her grocery store. And I don't know, and see if I start wondering and stuff, that really blocks it. Because then, before I was like, okay, well, and then, what happened or whatever. But then I'm like, not sure. I'm a little worried about your daughter too. You think she'll be okay? She'll get up and leave if she gets grossed out, right?
Yeah, she will.
She has anxiety. But so there, I am seeing. She still puts me at her grocery store anyway. And let's see. It could be my imagination, but well, it's not really my imagination. I don't know. I feel like someone's looking at her weird in there.
There was speculation that the guy that was kind of a creeper worked there.
Oh, really? Oh, I got chills on my leg. Okay. Yeah, so that's why she put me there. I got chills on my legs. Is this creeper? Oh, I got strong chills on my legs. Is this creeper is the guy that works there?
That was speculation that they don't have any leads on the creeper guy.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy that worked with her that kind of looked at her.
Yeah, and when you were calling him the creeper guy, I got really strong chills on both of my legs, and that only happens when it's like a 100% hit.
Okay.
Right there. So there may be a lot to that. And I just know I'm getting chills again. So is the person that murdered you that guy? Yeah, see, I'm getting huge chills. Both of my legs are super chills. The chills are going up my body, the spirit. So would I say it's safe to say that was the person that did it? Is my legs are solid chills, and that's really strong. So that would be it. So let's see what else you can show us about.
Did the guy work at Moonfire, or was he just a customer?
I don't know. I just know that I think the guy that you're talking about is the one that did the murder. I don't know who he is, but he was looking at her in the store. So what she's showing me was she's showing me inside working, and then I see this guy, and I didn't really notice. Like she'll show us. I didn't notice one way or another if he has on a uniform or if he doesn't. I just see this. I have this feeling from her, like this feeling of when someone's creeping you out looking at you, but that person's in the store. So I don't know if he's a customer or works there, but he sees her in the store. Did you say he works there?
No, I didn't, but other people are thinking that he might have worked there.
Yeah, I don't know one way or another, but I'll just let her show me if... I feel like he gets his I feel like he has a bag of groceries, like he purchased some groceries, but I don't know that would exclude, like I can't say yet, I don't know. But the guy that I'm seeing, but maybe that could be anyone's creepy imagination too. I see. Yeah. He could be anywhere like the 40 to 50, and maybe brunette, with a little gray in his hair. And I think his hair is a little long too. And by long, I don't mean past his shoulders. I just mean it's, at least 3 or 4 inches long, like, not cut short. But that's just who I see, and it just keep open mind and keep going and see what she shows us. But I see the guy buying groceries and leaving, and then I'm just watching him. It's like she must have told people about this guy too, because he looks at her inappropriately. Like, even when he's leaving, he looks at her like, yeah, he's there. She would have had to tell someone about that guy too, probably. Would assume. Let's see. Let me just see. I think he's going out to his car. It feels like the guy gets into a really small car, kind of like a small old car.
Any color?
Nah, I'm not seeing a color. Because then in the middle I was going, are you sure it's not Brian Laundrie? like everyone wonders. But then I'm just saying, like, say if you had one of these 1970s Datsun or some really old little car like that. And I feel like he knows that she knows that it's bugging her. That just feels like it gives him a little more power feeling. Because I think she either went near the window or the door because she wanted to see, like, what kind of car he got into, like, who's that guy. And I have spirit energy on my legs, but okay, I'll just let it clear and go on. But it's like she sees him goes down the street, and he's got this little old car, little beat up old car or whatever, an old car.
You don't know the color or the door?
No, but she'll tell us whatever matters. She'll tell us whatever matters. Like, whenever I will give it to the FBI and everything, everyone else will figure it out. There'll be people she's mentioned about that guy. There might be coworkers that know who she's talking about. You know what I mean? I don't see a color right now, but there will be people that already know what exactly she's trying to get across. I just feel like her taking off her apron or her just, and that could be symbolic of just leaving work. So she's taking that off. She's leaving. I'm not sure why I think what I might do is I might just continue this on my own. So, okay, I feel her going up the street, but then it's like everything that happens, it's like I don't want to traumatize your daughter or something like that. And I know she would just leave. Oh, but but then it's like, okay, I see her walk down the street. I think she's going to meet her friend, Crystal. But in my mind, I'm sitting there going, well, this Brian was staying at this hotel 2 blocks away. You seem to be walking that direction. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that my mind is getting into it a little bit. I think that I have their energy. I think that I could just sit here and meditate and probably just go with whatever I get from them.
daughter went into her bedroom so we can continue? Because I want to hear whatever you have.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Okay. Well, she could stay a little while. I'll try for a little while. I just like keep going. Okay, so she's walking in that direction. Okay, so it felt like that house, like if you were looking at the front of the store, it felt like you would walk on the right side of the store over to that house to visit the older lady. But it feels like when she leaves out, she's walking up the street on the left side.
That's where her van would be parked.
Oh yeah, okay, I got a chill on my legs. So she's walking up that way. And coincidentally, see, we could throw all that out. I've been watching this Brian Laundrie chase for days, and so I'm like, coincidentally, it's at this place. But we just acknowledge that. But okay, so she is going to her van, and then I feel like the other one, Crystal, I feel like she's going to meet up with her. I don't know if she met up with her right there or if just in her feeling in her, she's getting closer to be with her. Like she's looking forward to see her.
Yeah. They work separate places. Normally Kylan and I would always see their Kia at Moonflower where Kylan worked, and Crystal worked at McDonald's, and that's where they lived in their van during the week. At McDonald's.
Oh, okay. And then they went up in the woods on the week when they had time off or whatever.
They normally have the weekends off, so yeah, that's when they would take off.
So okay, so that's why she walked down that way.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like, oh, that's where Brian Laundrie is staying or whatever. Okay, so
that means she was walking towards her Kia.
What? What'd you say?
So if she went left out of her shop that she worked at, Kylan, that's when she was probably walking towards her Kia.
Tortilla?
Her Kia, their Kia Sorento that they own.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that time she left, because it's interesting. The house was on the right side when you're just standing in front looking at the store, and then but she left going that way. That's pretty cool. Okay, we'll just stay with it for a little while then and see what happens. So I don't know if she sees that guy drive around the block again. Like I almost feel like she does. It's like she's aware. It feels like, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like, yeah, it'd be like if you had, I wouldn't say a Datsun B210, like be like that specific, but if you had that similarity of like, how'd you have a 30-year-old car that's still running or whatever, but little car or whatever. Something along those lines, you know. I mean, it could be newer, but that's the idea. And it feels like, because it feels like when she's off work, and you know, they can also do stuff where it's a whole separate time, but it's just all the same, because there's not really, on the spirit side, there's not really time, so there's not really a way to show time. It's just like I see her get off work. I saw that guy creeping her in the store, and then she sees him too while she's walking in his car. You would think, though, that if she texted people about a creepy guy at the cabin or at the camping place, you'd think that she would have said it's that creepy guy from the store. But okay, so anyways, or unless it's a different one. Let's see, I'm just watching her. She is like, I did read, someone said something like her personality is like sunshine, or they said something like that, but I do get that kind of personality that is like a ray going out of just a cool vibe, you know?
Yep.
A cool vibe, so someone would like to sit there with her.
Yep. People call her a beautiful hippie.
Yeah. Although I see her eat a French fries, which isn't really natural food. But
So Crystal did work at McDonald's, so she could be working in French fries from Crystal's work.
I know she could be waiting for her to get off work or something. Or maybe you just have that, then you have an excuse to sit there or something. I don't know. But it feels like, yeah, it just feels like if a stranger approached her, she would just act nice to them. But whoever I see just stop and talk to her is not the same person. This is just another person that's a male that has kind of a thin build that's younger.
And he was just talking to her?
Well, it'd just be like if she's sitting out. I assume because you said she worked at McDonald's, so that's probably why I see that. But where she, but yeah, just like on the sidewalk or whatever.
Well, Crystal works at McDonald's, so she could be, Crystal, her girlfriend, her wife works at McDonald's.
Yeah, Kylan, the tall one, works at the Moonflower, but she left the Moonflower and she headed up the street to the left of the store, and then it feels like if that McDonald's has tables in front, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's sitting there, and maybe that's why she gets a bag of French fries, so it doesn't look like it's, like you're not supposed to be sitting there or whatever. But anyways, so I see then this person that it's almost like you never met a stranger, So this guy is a younger guy. And then, see, this is a problem. My mind keeps going, well, is he young, thin, and look like Brian Laundrie? So I just have to say that he's going into my head. And I know they said the police already ruled that out, but I'm just acknowledging it. Anyways, the guy is younger, like that, definitely not probably over 30, and he's just talking to her. And I can't identify him one way or another because my mind is wrapped around that. She seems really it's not like she's puts her energy out, but it feels like if somebody was talking to her, she might say, "You want a French fry?" or something. Like she just is. Yeah, she's just nice. It just feels like nobody's a stranger, but like she doesn't. I think this guy is a stranger, but she doesn't act like he's a stranger. Like she's just talking to him.
That's Kylan for you. So talk to anyone that you.
Yeah, never met a stranger. Like.
Yep.
Then I just saw a longhorn from a cow, right? A longhorn. And now that doesn't necessarily mean it's that kind of cow or anything, and then I think she's doing something. She's in town. I think she's going to go look. I don't know if she's going to go look in a thrift store, or if she's going to go look in some little store. And I don't know if these are little white, it almost feels like little white cotton. They're not boot covers, or what are these? She puts them on her legs, but they're not socks. Almost like leg warmers. They used to have leg warmers, but they're thinner cotton, so I think they're more for looks or something like that. She seems to be. I think she's just having fun. I feel like she's having fun. At the thrift store.
Oh yeah, she loves the thrift store.
Oh, she does. Yeah, she's trying stuff on there. I think she's just enjoying herself. But she might be waiting for Crystal to get off work or something like that. I don't know. She's just taking her time. She's just enjoying herself. She is swinging a little. There's a little rocking horse. A little rocking horse with seemed like a stuffed animal rocking horse. She just swung it back and forth, like the thought occurred to her, either of buying it for someone else, or someone might like that, or I wonder if I'll have a baby someday, or that type of thought. She just swung it she just made it go rocking. She's just like, but she's putting stuff on that like she knows she's not even gonna buy anyway. She almost just like entertaining herself. I'm just kind of waiting and seeing if, because it's kind of, the energy is shifting a little bit. Is your daughter still there? Is your daughter still there?
Yeah.
She's still there. Okay. I don't think she's going to say what happened in front of your daughter. I don't think she's going to do that.
My daughter's going to go in her bedroom.
That'd probably be good if just, be a little much to hear. I'm starting to see stuff of being like out in the super dark area, where they were.
Okay.
But then I was trying to figure out if it was that same guy from the store. And instead of getting chills, it's like all the energy dropped out. It was just like negative space, which is where a lot of bad things happen. So I'll just wait a couple minutes and see if they put something in my head. Okay. Were you friends with her? With
Kylan, yes. She was my neighbor for like 3 years.
I don't think she likes to hurt people's feelings. I don't think she likes to. I don't think she wants. I mean, I think she'll show, but I don't think she wants to. That would be like her personality too, of not wanting to damage somebody else.
Yeah, that would be her.
I know, so that I'm like, well, show us what happened. See, now she gives me some spirit energy. I'm like, well, in my mind to her, I'm like, well, show us what happened here.
Need justice.
Yeah. And it's like, the feeling I have from her is like, she doesn't want anybody to have to like think about, it's not think about, it's like she doesn't want to hurt you traumatize you worst or whatever. You know what I mean? But then I'm even like to her, is this guy, the guy from the store, like, but I don't know that yet. I just don't know. So I'm just going to let it totally clear and see what she puts in my head herself, okay?
Okay.
I think what I should do, especially with her, this Kylan, I should probably just sit here and meditate for like an hour. I'll do that. I mean, I totally felt her energy earlier, half the day, and totally connected with her now for sure. Because I don't think she wants other people to suffer or something like that. Or, I don't think she wants. I don't think. Because to me, it's like so much is going on. I'm like, well, is it the guy? Is it the guy? Is it the guy with the car like that? But I think if I just sit there by myself, then she'll just show me or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then plus I could do that reading in a couple days also. Who seems, I think she, whether she knows it or not, like she's a medium also. But,
She feels that too. She doesn't know how to channel it, is what she said.
Yeah, I got a chill on my legs when I said she's a medium also.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to channel it, and that's what she mentioned.
Because look at that, she followed her inner guidance right up to where they were.
Then after that, she kept getting flashes of like conversations between the girls and who did this to them, and she's like, I don't know how to channel this, but I know they're trying to speak to me.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so that'll be a really good reading too. Hopefully she doesn't get too sick before then. So, because I think she wants to leave you with some happy things. I just don't think she wants to say these bad things. But
I just want her to know that's not going to change the way I look at her.
I know, right? It does. You want to know, right?
I do. I need to know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll lay here for a few more minutes and see, and if she doesn't give me anything, then I'll still meditate for like an hour or so. invite her to show me things. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like it might be the man from the store. He's kind of gross the way he acts, is boundary violating. I'm not sure though. I'm gonna go totally blank, see what she puts in my head. She's funny. So she showed me a little teeny birthday cake with one candle. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
She's still showing it to me. Doesn't mean anything to you?
No.
Okay, she's showing it to me anyways. Still, it's chocolate, has chocolate frosting, and it's one of those smaller cakes, like miniature cake you can buy. It just has one candle.
I just chuckled because it's probably something that Crystal or someone would do for her.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, I could see it super clear too. Yeah, I think what I should do is, like, I have her energy, like I'm totally connected. I think I should just hang up with you, and then, because I think it could be me blocking it, but probably not, because I do this kind of a lot. But it feels like she's just trying to show some. But she did show that weird guy at the store. You might want to get on the phone and find out a little more about that with people and see if it sounds like what I said. And then I think I'll do that. I'll just meditate, and then I could text you or call you tomorrow or whatever. Oh, I'm going to be doing a reading tomorrow night, but I'll text you tomorrow. Okay, I'll let you hear whatever the results are.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I would like to know anything.
Yeah, because then I don't know what the thing is. It's probably her not wanting to, like, be anything. I think that she really is sensitive to the feelings of other people or something like that.
Can you give messages to her?
Yeah.
Can you just tell her I miss her?
Yeah. Do you know spirit people can hear you anytime you think of them? And I'm totally serious. If you think of her, it's like an instant, like a ribbon between you of energy. If you think of her, she can hear your thoughts. So if you talk to her out loud, she can hear you, and if you talk to her in your mind, she can hear you.
Okay.
And if you ever invite her to let you feel her, you might get like little goosebumps or little chills or something like that.
I think I kind of got that a little bit throughout our talk tonight.
Yeah, that's the feeling of spirit energy. That's what it feels like when spirits are present.
And I've been like feeling like majorly off today for some reason, and I don't know why.
You felt off today?
Yeah, like I wouldn't say unsettling, just I felt off, and I couldn't pinpoint why.
Oh. Why do you think it is? Because you were thinking about this reading?
Maybe. And the closer it came, the more, I don't know, I can't say it's a heavy feeling, but more of a strong feeling.
A strong feeling?
Yeah. My daughter came out, and I was sitting on my couch, and I had it quiet. I was watching the bunnies on the floor, and I was just had my eyes closed, and my daughter came out, and she was playing her phone. I'm like, I need silence. Because I just have this feeling that I just needed this be quiet and just shut down.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you have to go through this. I know that it's horrible. It's really, really horrible. Like, it's very horrible. I know. I do know.
I know you know, and you don't, yeah. This is the worst way to lose someone. I lost a niece and a nephew to spare you somewhat understand what they were going through, but this is to have their life ripped away from them like this.
Yeah.
It's unfair.
Yeah. So, I know. And so I think what she wants to do is she doesn't want to hurt you any worse. But I'm going to record whatever I'm saying. So I'm not, because I don't even remember it when I wake up anyway. So I'm going to record it so I can send you the recording. But I just don't think she wants to hurt you. Like, it's kind of like she feels like twinkling star.
Yeah. And I know I don't hurt you more. Just I miss her.
And
I've been here and taking care of her and spoiling this shit out of her, and I want answers. And that's what irritates me the most, is I just want fucking answers.
Yeah, and maybe you could call a couple other people who knows and see, like, I don't know if the guy ever worked here, but it shows me, she's showing me someone buying groceries because he carries a bag of groceries. Now, does that mean he works there? Doesn't mean he doesn't really, but at the same time, he might not work there either. See if she talked about a guy like that with his beat up old car. Someone might know who he is too, but I don't know if he's the one who did it. So I want to hang up while I'm still got a connection with her, and I'm going to sit here and just meditate with her and let her show me what happened, okay?
Okay. Yes, please send me the recording and reach out to me tomorrow.
I will do that for sure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.